Hello and welcome back to the Eastman Sport Report, your father-son coach-player podcast about the Sacramento Kings and the San Francisco 49ers. I'm your host, Maxwell Eastman, joined once again by my co-host, Steven Eastman.
Hello, Max.
Today we have a very special episode. It's going to be more of an edited video instead of sort of just a playthrough of our conversation in the podcast. We're doing a live reaction right now to the NBA draft lottery.
Yes, so we do not know what's happened in the draft lottery. We're technically like 30 seconds behind live TV, or 30 minutes behind live.
But we have not looked at
we
any
have
of
no
those.
idea. We have it recorded over here on this side, so when you see us look that direction on the screen for me, and Max is going the other direction.
That way.
We're watching the TV, so we are watching what's going to happen live. We're here at the podcasting studio right after church, and we talked about rejoicing today. Will we rejoice in our suffering, or will we rejoice in a high pick, Max?
I just hope that you're not in a bad mood for the rest of Mother's Day.
So for just a reminder, as in, you guys have probably, once you watch this is probably know what it is, but we have basically a 45% chance of being in the top four. We have a very small, I think 2% to be number 5, a 45% chance to be pick 6 or 7, and then a very small chance to be pick 8 and 9. So when we go through the order,
if it's not 6 or 7, we might have jumped up.
because I'm afraid if I look up the order online, I'll ruin my surprise.
I think it's the lowest the Kings can go is the 9th pick.
Yes, and they have like a 0.2% chance to be 9. So anytime after 9, we do not want to hear the King's name.
Yes.
And if we do, our faces will drop. If you don't hear our name, we might get a little bit more excited as we go along. But that's the whole point of this today is you get to see live.
Okay.
Our reaction.
Let's get it started.
Did you hear that Deuce Mason for the Sacramento Kings media actually gets to be in the room? So he already knew like an hour or two before everything, but he had no phone, no contact, so he could not do tell anybody. But he knows before everybody else knows in Sacramento.
We might be the last people in Sacramento to know. But
We might be the last people to know, but we will. Okay, here we go. Pick number 14. If I remember correctly, it's supposed to be the Charlotte Hornets. Of course, the Kings can't be till 9. Okay, 14th pick is...
Okay,
Charlotte
it goes to the Hornets. Hornets pick 14.
As expected so
Okay,
far, which is good. We
that's
don't really
fine.
want anybody jumping.
Okay,
Okay, Miami Heat.
Miami Heat stayed in place. Pick 13. Okay.
Okay, so the Thunders do not move up to the number 1 pick. That would be bad.
Okay, that's from the Clippers pick. as
Yeah.
well. All right, because they made the play.
That was a Paul George. That was a Paul George trade.
Okay, the
Okay,
Warriors got
do-
11,
The Warriors do not jump up. They were supposed to be 11.
and then number 10.
Number 10.
One right before what the Kings could have is the Bucks.
Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
so
fine.
no one has jumped so far, I don't think.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Number 9.
Number 9.
Here we go. Not be the Kings.
Okay, it's the
Not
Mavericks.
Dallas. Okay,
Okay,
good. Okay, we're not 9,
Okay,
which is the
going to
smallest.
pick 8.
Oh, the Bulls have jumped under the top. The Bulls have jumped up
Okay.
because of Dallas. Okay, that's fine. Chicago, that's fine.
The Hawks.
Okay, not the Kings. Okay, here's 6, 7. 7th pick. This is
7th pick.
This is the possibility for the Kings. This is the second highest possibility for the Kings. Please note Kings logo. Oh, God. Gabba. Okay, that means Memphis
man.
jumps up to the top, and the Kings get probably one of the worst picks they could get. When we were going beforehand, we didn't talk to this. I was hoping the Brooklyn Nets would get the top pick. The stinking Utah Jazz jumped up there after all this. So that means that the Kings if you remember, before we did the last pick here, if you remember in the lottery draft when they did the coin flip between the Utah Jazz and the Sacramento Kings,
The Kings lost the coin flip.
the Kings lost the coin flip, which means the Utah, and that actually determines which order you get for the combinations. You get of the 1,001 combinations. The Utah got a different combination the Kings did. That means they won it and they jumped.
Because of a coin flip.
Yes.
We're in the 7th pick.
We're in the 7th. Okay,
Great.
Who else stays down? You got... Oh, that means Indiana is not in the top, and so the Pacers lose their draft pick.
Okay. They lose
Okay.
the draft pick, so that means
The Washington Wizards are up top there. So
please just don't be the Jazz to get the 1 pick.
Yes. So we are going to rejoice in our suffering. As
We
Sacramento
didn't
Kings
get
fans.
9. We didn't get 8. We got one of the 2 most likely ones.
Yes. Okay, and there's number 4.
The Bulls.
Bulls.
Okay.
Okay, please be Utah next. The 3rd pick. Who's going to get the 3rd pick?
The Grizzlies.
So that means Utah's a top 2 pick?
And
Oh, come on. The stinking Utah Jazz? It's going to be Wizards, right?
it's the Jazz.
The Jazz get 2.
The Washington Wizards get the number 1 pick.
And probably AJ DeBonsa. I mean,
Well,
I'm somewhat okay with the Washington
it's
Wizards.
But I'm
Utah Jazz got 2.
we could have had 2 if we won the coin flip.
Does that mean if we would have lost one more stinking game? This is the worst part of that. Is if we would have lost one more stinking game in the last couple weeks of the season when they were winning when they shouldn't be winning, there was no benefit to win, and we could be in the 2nd pick.
Or better. Because we had the best odds for a while.
That's true, we
And the
did.
Wizards had the best odds.
Yeah.
And they won it.
Does AJ DeBonsa want to go to Washington? He's like has a stoic look on his face. I don't know if he's happy or not.
I don't know if he knows either.
I don't know either if he knows that he's won. Okay, well, there we are. Okay, well, the Kings are 7th. We're going to get a guard because there's a whole bunch of guards between about picks 5 to
And
9.
we do need a guard.
We do need a point guard.
We had one. We had 2.
Well, yeah, you get Darius Acuff is a possibility. You got Keaton Wagler. You got Kingston Fleming. You got Barrios from Arizona, and what's the last one that's also the possibility for the Kings? I'm in that range. Oh, there's is it a Milton Walker? I think is the other one. Is the top is the next 5 groupings. So the Kings are going to get a pick from that grouping, and we'll get a thing. I don't know what that means to a Zach LaVine. I don't know. I mean, I do feel like somebody in the 5 to 10 range is going to be a future All-Star, but with the way the Kings draft, I have no idea if this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing.
Okay. Notable 7th overall picks
Okay.
throughout NBA history. Steph Curry.
That's okay.
Jamal Murray, Kevin Johnson, Chris Mullin, and then Hall of Famers. Bernard King,
Okay.
George Yardley,
Okay.
and I think those are about some of the best 7th overall picks.
And again, so Darius Acuff, I don't know if he'll last to 7, but he's in kind of that guard range.
Laurie Markkinen was the 7th overall pick.
Yeah, I don't think so. Again, the number 1 and number 2 pick is probably going to be AJ DeBonsa and Darren Peterson. Oh, you have other notable 7s?
Hey, you want to know the last time the Kings picked number 7 overall? Do you remember? Do not look it up.
No, I do not.
Okay, it was about 13 years ago, so 2013.
Is that Jimmer Fredette?
No, that was Ben McLemore.
Oh, yes. That was a horrible pick.
Sacramento Kings, after 13 years, are finally back in the 7th spot.
And the funny thing is when I was about your age, the Kings had 7th pick a lot. In the 90s, they had number 9. In 1990, they had the 7th pick, and they got Lionel Simmons. His nickname was the L Train. In 1992, they had Walt Williams drafted 7th. Do you have something else here?
In 2011, two years before the Ben McLemore pick, we picked Bismack Biyombo.
Biyombo. Uh-huh.
I have no idea who that player is.
He might still technically be playing, but we traded that pick.
He's on the Spurs.
Yeah,
he's on the Spurs.
Yeah. And then we traded that, but that was a trade. And we ended up with, was it John Salmons or something like that? That was like a stupid trade in some way. It was a very horrible trade. So we picked technically 7th, but we were trading it. And then we trade back, I think, who we got in the 2011 pick. Another number 7 picks. So we've had it now 1, 2, 3, 5. This will be the 6th time the Kings draft 7th.
The latest NBA mock draft by CBS Sports, which came out about, I'm assuming, minutes ago, has Darius Acuff going to the Kings. But that's at round 1, pick 5.
Yeah.
At round 1, pick 7, they have the Hawks with picking Kingston Flemings.
So that'd be a point guard, which we do need a point guard. He's supposed to be a really good point guard. He was Houston. Houston, I think, was a number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament, so a really good team. I mean, Kingston Flemings would be pretty good. Another guy in the name, I mentioned him earlier, Keaton Wagler's a point guard from Illinois. If you remember Illinois, I think they got to the Final Four. They got really far in the tournament.
They did.
I wouldn't mind we'll get to a draft pick one of the an Illinois teammate of him was Peja Stojakovic's son, Andrei Stojakovic. I'm not sure if he's coming out in this year's draft, but he's possibly a second-round pick. Could the Kings pick two Illinois teammates in the first and the second round? And again, the other ones I say the possibility for the Kings is Mikal Brown, another point guard, 6'5" from Louisville, and Braden Burries, a shooting guard from Arizona. That's probably the 5 that we will get to dive into deep over the next month.
Would I have liked AJ DeBonsa? Yes.
Oh,
Would I have
totally.
also liked Darren Peterson? 100%. But we can't change it now unless we trade. Which I don't know if Scott Perry's going to trade to the.
I mean,
I don't think anyone's going to trade out of these picks.
yeah, I know.
But
I know. Yeah, really.
So, yeah.
I really wanted the wings from AJ DeBonsa to Boozer to Caleb Wilson, and Darren Peterson is just an awesome player. Like the one game that I saw him play against when it was Kansas versus BYU, and he just dominated that first half. He dominated. No, they weren't really guarding. The AJ DeBonsa wasn't really. They weren't guarding each other, but Darren Peterson just dominated that game. Now, DeBonsa had way other better games and stuff, and he's a bucket getter. But he's not going to be in a Kings jersey.
Well, I think that's all the time we have for today.
So we're going to go out and celebrate Mother's Day with the Kings' 7th overall pick. Any last parting words, Max?
No, not really. I'm not. It's not the worst. It's not the worst outcome.
No, it was actually what I was expecting.
Yes.
I kind of was going in thinking 6-7 is where we're going to end up at, and we ended up 7th.
So, I guess that'll have to do it for this episode of the Eastman Sport Report. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.